Morning students, welcome to Sri Vidya Mandir Higher Secondary School, Muttangai. And today topic we are going to discuss the 12th D chapter, genetics. Then what is called genetics? It is a basic concept. I mean the principles of Mendelian inheritance. Genetics actually is nothing but to study of heredity and variations. It is a branch of biological science that deals with the study of heredity and the variations. So these are called genetics. Then what is called heredity? Then what's the definition of variations? Heredity is nothing but transmission of characters from parents to offspring from one generation to another generation. These are called heredity. Character transmissions. Transmission of character, certain characters from parents to offsprings. From one generation to another generations or parents to offsprings, these are called heredity. That is why we are resembling with our parents. So in most of the aspects, take a morphological character, certain other physiological character, we are resembling with our parents because of heredity. So transmission of characters from one generation to the successive generation, these are called heredity. And what is called variations? We are not exactly resembling with our parents. We are different from our parents. These are called variations. Of course, we are 90% are resembling with our parents. These are called heredity. But at the same time, we are not exactly resembling with our parents. These are called variations. So variations is nothing but the differences that are existed among the individual of the same species or maybe different species. These are called variation. I mean differences. What are the differences? Either maybe morphological characters, it's nothing but external characters, or maybe physiological characters. I mean, there is a functional characters. Functionally, we differ from our parents. So the differences among the individual of the same species. So these are called intraspecific variations. Intraspecific variations. At the same time, certain differences existed among the different species. These are called interspecific variations. So then what is called variation? The differences that existed among the same species, among the individual of the same species. If you take human beings, we are the same species. Among the individual of the same species, these are called intraspecific variation. The term intra, same. And different species, these are called interspecific variations. So these are the definition of variations. So genetics actually to study about under the two terms. One is heredity, another one is variations. So the great persons, Gregor Johann Mendel, is the first person to study about, to propose the character which is controlled by a pair of factors. The inheritable characters, I mean the ability of certain characters which are controlled by a pair of factors. Nowadays, this is called as a gene. So the gene is nothing but these are the unit of heredity. I mean, he thought that something which is responsible for to transmissions from parents to offsprings. The something that become factors by Mendel. What exactly mean by Mendel? The transmission of characters actually is controlled by a pair of factors. Now we call it as in modern genetics we call it as a gene. So he is the first person to propose inheritance of characters controlled by a pair of factors by Gregor Johann Mendel. So he is called as a father of genetics. Father of genetics. But actually the term genetics was first used by Bertzel. William Bertzel first used the term genetics. So he is called as a father of modern genetics. Father of modern genetics. So who is a father of genetics? Gregor Johann Mendel. He was a father of genetics. But the father of modern genetics was William Bertzel. He was a father of modern genetics. So before we are studying the Mendelian concept, and it is essential to know the biography of Mendel because he was a father of genetics. And Mendel was born a small village. These are called a Silesian village. Silesian village in Eschendorf. It is a part of Czechoslovakia in Austria. So he was born a small village. These are called Silesian in Eschendorf. Now it's a part of Czechoslovakia in Austria in July 22nd 1822. It's a neat question. Mendel was born in a small village called Silesian village in Eschendorf in July 22nd, 1822. And he performed, the first person to perform hybridization experiment. He is the first to perform hybridization experiment in garden pea by using garden pea plant. What's the binomial name? Pisum sativum. So Mendel used the first hybridization experiment in garden pea plant. That's the binomial name is Pisum sativum in Austrian monastery, but actually he was a monk, Turavi, and he conducted a hybridization experiment in Pisum sativum plant in Austrian monastery. Between the duration actually 1864. 1856 to 1863. Remember, this is also this question. The first hybridization experiment was conducted by Mendel in garden pea Pisum sativum between the duration of 1856 to 1863. But actually, after 7 years of his work were published in a main research paper is called Experiment in Plant Hybridizations. After the 7 years of his work, total works are statistical analysis, everything are published in a main research paper is called Experiment in Plant Hybridizations. Actually, it is a book. Experiment in Plant hybridizations. It was this main research papers was published by a magazine that is called Natural History of Society. Natural History of Society at Broome. Actually, it is a magazine. It's only a limited circulation magazine. This magazine actually is published Mendel work of a book is called the Experimental in Plant Hybridizations. After the 7 years of work is published by a magazine is called Natural History Society of Broome. But actually, the Mendel work was published in German language. This magazine only is a limited circulation. It is not widely distributed throughout the world. This is what Mendel work. But actually, it was published in the year 1966. Mendel work were published in the year 1966. But unfortunately, there are 34 years Mendel works remains are unnoticed. What is the reason? Mendel work actually remains are unnoticed for 34 years. I mean, not recognized by the scientist. 34 years till 1900. So after 34 years, no scientists are noticed the Mendel work. What are the reasons? So the reason for Mendel works remains are unnoticed or not recognized for 34 years. The main reason actually, the first reason actually, communications. In first reason, communications. So the communication was not easy in those days of Mendelian periods. It's not easy. So that is why the Mendel work could not be widely published throughout the world. That's the first main reason. Communication was not easy. It is a problem, major problem in those days of Mendel. And the second actually, his concept, Mendelian concept, or the concept of Mendel, pair of factor. A pair of factors, and now it is also called as alleles, then gene, and also called gene. So Mendel proposed each and every characteristic is controlled by a pair of factors. Nowadays it is called as a gene, then also called alleles. These pair of factors actually, they are responsible for controlling the expression of characters in the first filial generations. It was proposed by Mendel. Every characters are controlled by pair of factors, but he failed to explain what is the pair of factors. He failed to explain. But actually, why he failed to explain it? I mean, the scientists are observed several variations are continuously observed in the natures. But actually, what the concept pair of factors is? Due to the inheritance of pair of characters actually, that is why the offsprings we are resembling with our parents. The expressions of characters controlled by gene are also called alleles. So that is why the offsprings are resembling with our parents. But the scientists are not accept this concept because several type of variations are observed among the same species or individual species in the nature. So that is why this concept are not accepted. Mendel concept. And also he failed to explain what is their metaphor, so and so. And third reasons, Mendel basically he was a mathematician. So Mendel used a mathematical analysis or mathematical knowledge. Mathematical knowledge and statistical analysis used to explain the biological phenomena. What are the biological phenomena? Transmission of characters, the heredity, variations, differences. These are the biological phenomena. So Mendel used mathematical knowledge and statistical analysis to explain the biological phenomena. So it totally new to the biologist. Usually biologists are not accepted. Why? Because they are not able to understand the mathematical knowledge. But Mendel was basically mathematicians. It is a third reason say these Mendel works or remains are unnoticed. So Mendel used mathematical knowledge and also called statistical analysis. Analysis are used to explain biological phenomena. Next, another one reasons Mendel failed to explain this pair of characters are gene. Actually, gene, what is called gene, are also called factors. Mendel does not use the term gene and alleles. Mendel used only the pair of factors. What is pair of factors? And there is failed to prove, there is no any physical evidence. Mendel failed to explain or to provide, there is no physical evidence for the existence of this pair of factors. So, failure to provide proof for the existence of this pair of factors and also what they are made of. The factors what they are made of, they could not explain the Mendel because in those days there is no advancement of technology, there is no establishment of microscope. So he is not able to provide the proof for the existence of this pair of factors. In another one is the last reason for unnoticed. There was in scientific world during at the time it is rocked at the origin of species concept by Darwin. The scientific world was rocked during at the time of Mendelian period due to Darwin theory of evolution. Darwin theory of evolution. During the time it is a rock. It is nothing but origin of species. Origin of species concept was given by Charles Darwin. In those periods, this concept actually to attract all the scientists, all the biologists are attracted. That is why most of the scientists are not noticed, not recognized Mendel work after till 1900. These are the reasons. Remember why the Mendel works or events are not recognized. The first concept actually is communication is not easy in those periods. That is why it could not widely distributed or also published. And the second concept actually, the pair of factors actually, they fairly explains. Many of the scientists are not accepted because the continuous variations also observed in the natures. Next, he was a mathematical scientist. Cricket Johann Mendel was basically a mathematician and he used a mathematical knowledge and statistical analysis. He kept all the record for every classes. And is totally new to the biologists, totally new. So the biologists are not able to understand the mathematical knowledge. That is why they are not accepted. And next, they fail to provide a proof for the physical proof for the existence of these factors. Next, in those periods, it's a rocking period for Darwin theory. So these are the reasons. And the next actually, Mendel works after his death are accepted. So Mendel was died in 1884. So Mendel was died in 1884 before his work is came into recognitions. And before his work is accepted, he was dead in 1884. So after Mendel death, there are three scientists are rediscovered Mendel working independently. After death, three scientists are to rediscover Mendel working independently. It's a discovering of Mendel work by three scientists in 1900. The first scientist, Erich von Schirach from Austria. Erich von Schirach from Austria to rediscover mental work. Second scientist, Hugo de Vries. Hugo de Vries of Holland. Poland scientist. Then third person, Karl Korens. Karl Korens from Germany. So these three scientists are rediscovered Mendel work after his death, and finally the Mendel work was accepted. So remember, it is a neat area. What are scientists are to rediscover Mendel work? Erich von Schirach from Austria scientist, and the second person is Hugo de Vries. Actually, Hugo de Vries, he was a father of mutations. He is the first person who used the term mutations also. Hugo de Vries, and Hugo de Vries from Holland. The third, Karl Korens from Germany. The three scientists to rediscover mental work independently after his death and finally accepted. Okay, and once again I would remember, after 7 years of mental works were published in a main research paper called Experimental Plant Hybridization. It was published in the year 1866. Sorry, not 1866 were published by a magazine called Natural History Society of Group. But Mendel works are remains are unnoticed for until 1934 years are unnoticed. These are the reasons for why the Mendel works are remains are unnoticed. And the Mendel was died in 1884 after his death, and three scientists are rediscovered Mendel work independently: Schirach, Hugo de Vries, and Karl Korens. The first reason for Mendel's success actually, he selected Pisum plantum for his experiment. Pea plant, I mean, he selected garden pea plant, Pisum sativum for his experiment. It's the first reason for Mendel's success. Why he selected Pisum sativum for his experiment? The first reason, it is an annual plant. It is an annual plant. I mean, they complete the life cycle within a short period. It can easily grow 2 to 3 times per year. So the result we can obtain very short periods. So these are the first reason why Mendel selected Pisum sativum. It is an annual plant. They complete their life cycle within a short period. They can be able to easily grow 2 to 3 times per year. We can have the result within a short period. Second, it is a bisexual plant. Bisexual plant, and also self-pollinated plant. Self-pollinated. Bisexual, they are composed of both the sex organ present in the same flower. This is called bisexual flower. And the self-pollinated flower, transfer of pollen grains from the anther of a flower of the same flower to the stigma of the another flower, the same flower of the same plant. These are called bisexual flower. But we can make the flower into unisexual, not possible to unisexual, to change sex by removal of anther. So Mendel applied emasculation, then cross pollinations. Cross pollinations also it's possible to apply in Pisum sativum plant. Then what is called emasculations? Removal of anther from a bisexual flower. Such flower is considered as a female flower. We can easily modify the flowers. The way the process is called emasculation. And cross pollination is also possible to transfer pollen grain from another flower of the another plant to the other stigma of the another flower. Cross pollination is also possible. So because of these two reasons, Mendel selected pea plant. This is a secondary. Remember, of course, it's a bisexual, self-pollinated flower. but Mendel applied emasculation and cross pollinations also. And the third reason actually, Mendel observed many contrasting characters are observed in the garden pea plant. Many contrasting characters are opposite characters. But he selected only 7 pair of contrasting characters for his experiment. Selected 7 pair of contrasting characters. Selected by Mendel for his experiment. So, what are the 7 pair of contrasting characters? Characters, dominant and recessive characters. Characters, dominant, recessive characters. Mendel selected first character, seed shape. Second, seed color. Then third, pod shape. Fourth, pod color. And fifth one is flower color. Sixth one is flower positions. Then seventh one is stem height. So these are the 7 characters observed by Mendel in Pisum sativum plant in opposite characters. So if you take the seed shape, what are the dominant characters? Round seed. These are dominant characters. Wrinkled. This is a recessive character. I mean the seed shape is a round, is a dominant over the recessive characters are wrinkled seed. It is also called shortened seeds. And the second is seed color. Yellow is dominant. Yellow color of the seed is dominant over the green color. The third pod shape, inflated, are also full. It's a pod. Yes, the pod shape actually inflated are also called full. It's a dominant over the constricted. Constricted. It is a constricted shape. So the inflated or full shaped pod shape is dominant over the constricted. Then fourth one is pod color. Green is dominant over the yellow. Don't confuse with seed color and also pod color. Seed color is yellow is dominant over the green. The pod color is green is dominant over the yellow. Next, flower color, violet. Violet or purple is dominant over the white. White is a recessive. White flower of the Pisum sativum is a recessive character. Violet flower is a dominant character. Next, flower position, axillary. The flower which is arises on the axil of the leaf, these are called axillary, is dominant over the terminal flower. Terminal, it is a recessive characters. Flower present on the tip of the plant, these are called terminal. That's a recessive characters of flower positions. The last one is a stem height. Tall is dominant over the dwarf. Dwarf. So there are 7 pair of contrasting characters are selected by Mendel for his experiment. These are the another success of Mendel. So once again I would remember what are the 7 pair of contrasting characters: seed shape, seed color. Easily remember: seed shape, seed color; pod shape, pod color; flower position, stem height. In seed shape, round is dominant over the wrinkle. Then seed color, yellow is dominant over the green. Then pod shape, full or inflated is dominant over the constricted. Then pod color, green is dominant over the yellow. Then flower color, violet or purple, both are dominant over the white. White is a recessive character. Flower position, axial is dominant over the terminal position, and stem height, tall is a dominant over the dwarf. These are the 7 pair of contrasting characters. Another success of Mendel, he took only 1 or 2 characters at the time of experiment. Not for all the characters not considered. He took only 1 or 2 characters. If he selected only 1 character, these are called monohybrid class. If he selected 2 characters for his experiment, these are called dihybrid class. Not for all the characters he considered at the time of experiment. Next, he maintained a perfect record by using mathematical knowledge and statistical analysis. That is another success of Mendel. Already point out, Mendel was basically a mathematician. He maintained a perfect record. He kept the record for every crosses, after every crosses, perfectly maintained by using mathematical and scientific knowledge. That is a success of Mendel. And another one is he took care to avoid the cross pollination, contamination of flowers by backing methods. After transfer of pollen grains, he completely tied over the flower with the polythene bag by the process called backing. And he also took character. And he selected only pure breeding varieties for his experiments. So these are the reason for Mendel's success. The next, let's going to discuss